Hello and welcome to Bethan's Kitchen and Garden. I'm over on my plot today as I'm going to do a mammoth tidying up session. I've still got things that I need to harvest, and I've got things I need to take out, like old sweetcorn canes and tomatoes, and there's probably some courgettes and pumpkin plants ready to come out now. I've done most of the harvesting from them, so they just need to be taken out. But I thought I'd show you what's occurring over here today. So let's go and have a look. Here is my pepper and bean bed, and I've got some peppers that have ripened, but a lot of them are green. But I'm going to take them home and ripen them on my windowsill and hopefully get a little bit of a harvest. And I'm going to harvest my Borlotti beans today, but these pods are really wet because we've had so much rain lately. So I think I'm going to have to freeze these beans. I don't think they'll keep in a jar. I don't think they'll dry very well. So that's my first job, is to harvest the beans. I have made a start. I've got them down there. And I'm going to concentrate on this patch today. So I'm going to be clearing away that sweet corn as well. And then we'll see how much time I've got left to get anything else done. It's really nice to be out in the fresh air today. It's been raining an awful lot lately, so a lot of my jobs have been put off for about 6 weeks or so because it's just been wet every time I've been able to come over. So it is nice to get over here. And it's a bit cold, but it's not too bad. It's just lovely to get out into the fresh air, isn't it? I'm just moving on to harvesting the peppers now. They're not in a bad state. They haven't grown very big. I think it's because I planted the plants too close. But I won't be doing outdoor peppers next year because I just won't have the room in my garden at home. So I shall crack on with harvesting the ones that are good, and then I'll clear the bed away. I've left my wheelbarrow at home, so I'm going to have to go home and get it, because today is not a day to be without a wheelbarrow, as I've got lots of clearing to do. So I'll come back in a minute. I'm back with the barrow, so now we can get motoring. Typically it's now beginning to rain, so I'm going to put you away and carry on and see if this passes or not. Otherwise we'll come over another day. Well, the rain seems to have stopped for a minute, and I did manage to get the other bed of beans and peppers cleared. So now I'm moving on to the sweet corn. So I thought I'd just show you how I'm getting on. turnips at the end of the bed. There were some that were just no good, so I pulled them up, but these two will be alright for tea tonight. So let's find another job to do now. Totally forgot about these beans earlier, so I'll harvest these and then I'll get on with tidying up the Swiss chard beds, because there's a lot that have bolted and gone over now, but there are still some that are going well. So we'll do that next. So the first thing I'm going to do with this Swiss chard is assess which ones have well and truly bolted and which are no good, and then the ones that are good I'll take all the bottom leaves off, just to leave like a few leaves standing up in the air, and then we'll see how many plants we got left. I'm suspecting we won't have many, but at least there'll be, you know, a decent plant. And it'll be one less job to do, and when I come over to harvest it'll be easy to see what leaves I can harvest. At the moment it's all a bit wishy-washy. And the rain comes again! So as I thought, we've ended up with 2 plants left. I'm just going to give, I'm going to get rid of the leaves now into the compost, chop them down quite small, and then I'm going to come and give the bed a good old weed as well. Although it's quite wet, so I might hang fire on the weeding, because I'll just be sort of sloshing mud around. But I've got the other bed to do as well. So I'll go and clear away the leaves and then we'll move on to the other bed. This is very definitely the last thing I'm doing today, and then I'll just show you what it's all looking like at the moment. There's the empty sweet corn and the 2 bean and pepper beds, and the Swiss chard, 2 Swiss chard plants there and 2 Swiss chard plants there. It never looks like a lot when you sort of sum it up, does it? But I have been over here for about 2.5 hours clearing all that. So I'm quite pleased with it. If I was going to keep the plot on, which I'm not, then at this stage I would be raking the soil and then putting a layer of a layer of manure, well rotted manure on top, and then cardboard, and that I'd just leave that there for the whole winter, and in the spring I just do a top dressing of compost. But as I'm not keeping the plot on, I'm not going to do that. So, but I am going to try and keep it tidy in case somebody else takes on this plot. Well, it is really raining hard now, so I'm going to pack up my stuff and go home for lunch. All I can say about my work today is lovely job!